Have you ever wondered why even though you take vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium glycinate every single day, you still feel tired, your bones still ache, or your kidney test results aren't where you want them to be? Some people even feel their bodies push back and with irregular heartbeat, muscle cramps, or restless sleep, even though they've followed every online guideline and bought the most expensive supplements they could find. Here's the surprising truth. Just a few tiny mistakes in how you take these nutrients can quietly strain your kidneys, bones, and heart over time. You won't feel anything right away, but your body is under silent pressure. And eventually the consequences show up: more fatigue, more weakness, more aches. But before we dive into the 10 common mistakes most people make, go ahead and hit the like button, tap the notification bell, so you never miss important health tips, and don't forget to subscribe to Strong Health Way for more practical support in your daily life. Now let's uncover these silent but dangerous mistakes and show you how to help your body feel truly strong and healthy again. Mistake 1: taking your supplements on an empty stomach or without enough water. You'd be surprised how just one harmless habit, taking your vitamin D3, K2, or magnesium glycinate on an empty stomach, or not drinking enough water, can quietly make your body work much harder than it should. I've seen so many older adults who take their supplements faithfully every day, yet their energy keeps dropping, their bones still ache, their sleep gets lighter, and sometimes their kidney tests come back less than ideal. The truth is our bodies operate with a very delicate rhythm. When you take D3 or K2 on an empty stomach, your absorption drops dramatically. And magnesium, if you take it with no food, it can cause discomfort, bloating, mild stomach upset, even small cramps. On top of that, if you're not drinking enough water, your kidneys, which work silently 24/7 to filter your blood and balance minerals, have to push twice as hard. That extra strain adds up over the years without you even noticing. I always tell my patients, fix this tiny habit and you'll feel the difference quickly. Take your D3 and K2 right after a meal, ideally your largest meal, with healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, or avocado to boost absorption. As for magnesium glycinate, the evening is the golden time. It helps your body relax, prepares you for deeper sleep, and eases the workload on your kidneys. And please don't forget to drink enough water throughout the day. This is the best insurance you can give your kidneys, helping them flush out toxins and keep everything running smoothly. From a doctor's perspective, this one small adjustment alone can stabilize your energy, deepen your sleep, and reduce that morning fatigue. The amazing thing is your body always responds when you care for it the right way. Sometimes all it takes is timing your supplements properly and staying hydrated. Mistake 2: taking all your supplements at the same time. There's a habit I see every single day in my clinic, and it quietly overloads the body far more than most people realize. It's taking all your supplements at once. D3, K2 magnesium, zinc multivitamins, omega-3, everything in one go. It sounds convenient, but our bodies were never designed for a take-it-all-in-one-shot approach. When you load your system with too many nutrients at the same time, they start fighting for absorption. Magnesium, for example, competes with calcium and zinc. Vitamin D needs healthy fats to be absorbed well, but when you take it alongside a bunch of other supplements, that absorption slows down. What happens next? Your body absorbs only part of what you took, and your kidneys end up filtering out the excess, working overtime without getting any benefits in return. Over the years, that silent stress on the kidneys adds up, and you don't get the full value of the supplements you worked hard to buy. After more than 30 years caring for adults over 50, I always give one simple but incredibly effective piece of advice: spread out your supplements. Take magnesium glycinate in the evening, let it relax your body, support deeper sleep, and avoid competing with the vitamin D. Take D3 and K2 with your main meal, especially one that includes healthy fats like eggs, salmon, olive oil, or avocado. And for other minerals, give them at least a 2-hour space. Just by creating this rhythm, your body absorbs more, your kidneys stop being overloaded, and your energy becomes smoother and more stable. I always tell my patients, your body is like a piece of music, and every nutrient is a note. When you play them in the right order, everything sounds harmonious. But when you dump them all in at once, the music turns into noise. Let your body hear the rhythm, and you'll feel the difference within just a few weeks. Mistake 3, taking magnesium and vitamin D3 in the wrong order. Have you ever wondered why even though you take your vitamin D3 every single day, your bones still ache, your energy still dips, or your sleep just doesn't seem to improve? After 30 years of working with people over 50, I've noticed one very common mistake that often goes unnoticed: the order in which you take magnesium and D3. Here's the thing: your body needs magnesium to activate vitamin D. When you take them at the same time, your body prioritizes D3 first. That means it has to pull magnesium from other important storage sites, your muscles, your nerves, even your kidneys, to complete the process. And when magnesium gets drained from those areas, you start feeling the consequences: fatigue, muscle cramps, irregular heartbeat, restless sleep, and a quiet but steady burden on the kidneys. I always tell my patients sometimes the smallest adjustment makes the biggest difference. Take magnesium glycinate about 1 hour before your D3. That simple change gives your body enough magnesium up front to activate D3 safely, while still leaving plenty for its essential jobs: relaxing your muscles, supporting your heart rhythm, and easing the workload on your kidneys. And I've seen this play out countless times. People who follow this sequence often feel a noticeable shift within a few weeks. Their energy becomes steadier, their sleep deepens, their muscles feel less tense. It's as if the body finally gets to exhale and run the way it's meant to. Sometimes all it takes is getting the order right so your body can finally stop struggling and start healing the way it was designed to. Mistake 4, relying on supplements alone while ignoring nutrition and lifestyle. Over the past 30 years practicing medicine, I've met so many people over 50 who truly believe that as long as they take vitamin D3, K2, or magnesium every day, their body will stay strong, their bones solid, their kidneys protected. And I get it. It sounds reasonable, especially when advertisements keep telling you one pill a day is all you need. But this is one of the biggest misunderstandings I see, and it's a quiet trap I want you to avoid. Supplements are just one small piece of the health puzzle. They can never replace the real foundation: balanced nutrition, hydration, sunlight, sleep, and simple lifestyle habits. I often tell my patients, if you skip these fundamentals, it doesn't matter how expensive your D3, K2, or magnesium is, your body will still feel drained, still struggle, and your kidneys will still be working overtime trying to keep you in balance. Think of your body like a home. Supplements are like high-quality bricks, but without a strong foundation. Good meals, enough water, 15 minutes of sunlight a day, that home won't stand solid for long. Leafy greens, nuts, and beans give you natural magnesium. Natto or soft cheeses bring in natural K2. Water helps your kidneys filter, and sunlight helps regulate your hormones and mood. When you combine all of this with your supplements, everything starts working the way it should. From my experience, the people who get the best results are the ones who blend all three supplements: nutrition and lifestyle. Their energy is steadier, their sleep is deeper as their bones feel stronger, and both heart and kidneys function more smoothly. But when someone relies only on pills, the benefits are limited. Fatigue lingers, cramps show up, kidney issues creep in quietly. So treat supplements as smart assistants, not the entire solution. Care for your body in a complete way. Listen to what it needs. Build a strong foundation. When you do that, every vitamin you take becomes far more powerful, and your body will feel the difference day by day, week by week. Mistake 5. not paying attention to the timing of D3 and K2. My friends, there's a mistake. I've seen countless times in my clinic over the past 30 years, people take vitamin D3 and K2 at the same time often, without paying attention to whether they're eating anything, simply hoping that taking the pill is enough. I understand why it feels convenient, but the truth is very different. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium, and that's absolutely essential for keeping your bones strong, especially once you're past 50. But K2 is the real traffic controller. It's the one that tells calcium where to go. It guides calcium into your bones and teeth instead of letting it build up in your arteries, kidneys, or joints, places where it can slowly cause kidney stress, stiff arteries, and joint pain. I've seen many patients who take D3 faithfully, yet still struggle with kidney issues or aching joints. And when we look closely, the problem often comes down to either low K2 or not taking it with a meal that contains healthy fats. K2 is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means your body needs fat to absorb it properly. A breakfast or lunch with olive oil, salmon butter, or avocado can make a world of difference for how both D3 and K2 work in your body. From my experience, once patients start taking D3 plus K2 with a meal rich in healthy fats, the change is noticeable. Calcium is directed exactly where it needs to be. Bones become stronger, and the kidneys don't have to work nearly as hard. The cramps, fatigue, and stiffness start to ease up, and their overall energy becomes steadier. So if you're taking D3 and K2, take a moment to think about the meal you pair them with. It's not just about the right dose, it's about the right timing and the right way of taking them. When you do it correctly, your body can finally use these vitamins the way they were meant to be used, protecting your bones, kidneys, and heart for years to come. Mistake 6. Using the wrong form of magnesium or combining it incorrectly. Imagine your body is a very delicate orchestra. Every vitamin, every mineral is an instrument, and if they don't play in the right rhythm, the whole piece becomes messy. Magnesium is exactly like that. A lot of people think they just need to grab the cheapest magnesium on the shelf, usually magnesium oxide, and call it a day. But in reality, your body absorbs only about 4% of that form. The rest can leave you feeling bloated, running to the bathroom, and more importantly, it puts unnecessary pressure on your kidneys. After decades of working with people over 50, I've learned that choosing the right form of magnesium and taking it at the right time is what truly unlocks its benefits. Magnesium glycinate, which is bound to the amino acid glycine, is absorbed far better, is gentle on the stomach, and genuinely helps relax your muscles, steady your heartbeat, and support deep restorative sleep. But timing is just as important as the form you choose. Magnesium glycinate is best taken in the evening, at least an hour apart from D3. Wow. This gives vitamin D3 the space it needs to convert properly without competing with magnesium. And when you do it right, your body notices deeper sleep, clearer mornings, less muscle tightness, and a more stable heart rhythm. I often tell my patients magnesium isn't just a supplement, it's a quiet guardian for your kidneys, heart, and bones. When you choose the right form and take it the right way, you're not only avoiding unnecessary stress on your kidneys, you're helping your whole body work in harmony like a beautifully conducted symphony. Mistake 7. Taking high D3 doses without checking your calcium and kidney function. Let me be completely honest with you. After more than 30 years working with people over 50, I can tell you this: vitamin D3 is not a the more the better supplement. Taking 5,000 or even 10,000 IU every single day without checking your levels, without looking at K2 or magnesium, can actually turn this miracle vitamin into a silent burden on your body. Think of your body like a complex plumbing system. D3 is like the water pressure. It pushes calcium into the system. But without K2 guiding that calcium into your bones, and without magnesium keeping everything balanced, that calcium starts piling up in the wrong places in your blood, your arteries, your kidneys, even your joints. Over time, your kidneys get overworked trying to filter out the excess, raising your risk of kidney stones or silent kidney damage. From real clinical experience, here's what I always tell my patients. Before increasing your D3 dose, check a few key markers: 25-hydroxy vitamin D, blood calcium creatinine, and EGFR. These simple tests act like a roadmap, helping you adjust your dose safely and avoid unnecessary problems. When you combine D3 with K2 and magnesium the right way and actually take the dose your body needs, you'll feel the difference quickly. Stronger bones, steadier energy, and kidneys that aren't working overtime day and night. Remember, vitamins are your partners, not superheroes that fix everything by themselves. When you use them wisely, you're not only protecting your kidneys, you're helping your whole body run smoother, stronger, and healthier every single day. Day 8, taking vitamin D3 without enough magnesium. There's a story I still remember clearly from my clinic after so many years working with people over 50. One of my patients, Linda, 62, was very committed to taking her vitamin D3 every day. She believed that a high dose of D3 would strengthen her bones and boost her energy. But after a few months, she started feeling tired, getting nighttime leg cramps, experiencing irregular heartbeats, and even having some mild lower back discomfort. When we took a closer look, we discovered she was low in magnesium, an essential mineral your body needs to convert D3 into its active form called calcitriol. Without enough magnesium, her body began pulling it from her muscles and kidneys to compensate. And that's exactly what put stress on her kidneys, triggered the cramps, and increased her risk of kidney stones. From Linda's story, here's what I want you to remember. Vitamin D3 simply can't do its job properly without magnesium. The simple guideline I always recommend is this: take about 200 to 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate roughly an hour before taking D3. That gives your body the minerals it needs to turn D3 into active calcitriol efficiently. As soon as Linda adjusted her routine and added magnesium, it took only a few weeks before she noticed a real difference. Her cramps nearly disappeared, her heartbeat felt steadier, and that lingering fatigue slowly faded away. Her bones stayed strong, but even more important, her kidneys were no longer under silent pressure. Linda's experience is a real-life reminder. Vitamin D3 is powerful, but magnesium is its essential partner. If you're taking D3 every day and haven't thought about magnesium yet, consider making the change today. Your body, your kidneys, and your daily energy will thank you for it. Mistake 9. Not paying attention to the right amount of vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium for your age and health. Let me tell you about Robert. 67 years old, a man who took his health very seriously and truly believed he was doing everything right. He was taking the general recommended dose of vitamin D3 that every article and online doctor seemed to suggest, plus K2 and magnesium out of habit. But after a few months, he began feeling unusually tired. His muscles felt tight, and he even started having nighttime cramps. When we ran his labs, we found his blood calcium was higher than normal. His kidneys were working harder than they should, and his magnesium levels were actually low. Robert's story reveals something incredibly important. Every body is different, especially once you're past 55. Kidney function naturally slows with age, and taking a one-size-fits-all dose of D3K2 or magnesium without regular testing can lead to calcium buildup, increased kidney strain, fatigue, cramps, and even something called reverse osteoporosis, where bones actually weaken instead of getting stronger. So what's the solution? It's simple, but absolutely essential. Get routine blood tests to check your vitamin D levels, calcium, magnesium, and kidney function. Using those results, you and your doctor can adjust your supplement doses based on your personal needs, not what works for everyone else. After Robert adjusted his doses according to his lab results and took D3K2 and magnesium in the right proportions, his fatigue dropped, the cramps disappeared, and his bones stayed strong. His story is living proof that balance and personalization matter far more than any generic recommended dose. Always remember this: more vitamins do not mean better health. What truly matters is taking the right amount the right way based on what your body needs, especially once you hit 55 and beyond. Mistake 10. Ignoring interactions with other medications. Before I share this last mistake, I want you to remember that health isn't just about what you take, it's also about how your body reacts to everything you take at the same time. In my 30 plus years working with people over 50, I've seen too many unfortunate cases caused by one simple oversight, not considering interactions between vitamins and medications. I think of my patient, Linda, 72 years old. She faithfully took vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium every day, believing she was doing everything right for her bones and heart. But she was also taking blood pressure medication and a diuretic. After just a few weeks, she started feeling dizzy. Her heartbeat was irregular, and her blood pressure fluctuated unpredictably. When we looked closer, we realized that taking vitamins alongside her medications had put extra stress on her kidneys and affected how her body absorbed electrolytes, especially magnesium. Linda's story is a clear example that vitamins like D3, K2, and magnesium don't exist in isolation in your body. They can interact with blood pressure meds, diuretics, blood thinners, and other heart medications. If you don't check carefully, this can not only reduce the effectiveness of your medication, but also increase risks to your kidneys, cause blood pressure, swings, and lead to irregular heartbeats, things that are particularly dangerous for older adults. So what's the solution? Always consult your doctor before combining any vitamin with your medications. Watch your body every day if you feel dizzy, fatigued, have an irregular heartbeat, or notice anything unusual, report it immediately. Often just adjusting the timing of your vitamins or spacing out doses can help your body function safely and more effectively. I want to emphasize this when it comes to health attention to detail. Every dose, every interaction is key to keeping your heart, kidneys, and bones strong. Small, seemingly simple steps can make the difference between steady health and unexpected complications. My friends, if we overlook these seemingly small mistakes in how we take vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium glycinate, our kidneys, heart, and bones silently bear the burden, leading to fatigue, muscle cramps, kidney stones, and even an increased risk of premature aging. But trust me, with just a little care and a few simple adjustments to your daily routine, you can completely turn this around. Make sure you stay well hydrated. Take your supplements in the right order, combine them with foods rich in natural magnesium and K2, monitor your dosages, and listen to your body. When you do this, your energy levels stabilize, your bones get stronger, and your heart and kidneys feel lighter and healthier every day. Don't wait until it's too late to realize what really matters. Start making these small changes today, step by step, so that your future self stays strong, healthy, and full of energy. And if you want more practical health tips for people over 50, don't forget to turn on the notification bell and subscribe to Strong Health Way. Let's take smart care of our health together so every day can be lived fully, joyfully, and with vitality.